Maya's life hung by a thread when the HOA cut her power, but this disabled teen fought back with a secret weapon. Maya is 16 years old, but her life is not like other kids. She has a rare sickness that makes it hard to breathe without a special machine called a ventilator. The machine is loud, humming all day and night, but it keeps her alive. Maya can't walk, so she uses a wheelchair. She doesn't go to school like others. She studies at home with her mom, Lila, in a small house in a quiet neighborhood. Lila is a single mom raising Maya alone. Life is tough for them. Bills pile up, and Lila works long hours to pay for Maya's medicine and the ventilator. Maya is smart though, smarter than anyone knows. At night, when Lila sleeps, Maya stays awake with her old laptop. She teaches herself coding, typing with shaky hands. It's her secret. The computer is her world, a place where her sick body doesn't hold her back. She dreams of building something big one day, but for now it's just her and the screens glow in the dark. Their neighborhood has rules run by the HOA, a group that decides what people can do. The leader, Mr. Hargrove, is a mean man with a loud voice and a big smile that isn't kind. He hates the sound of Maya's ventilator. He calls it a nuisance, saying it bothers everyone. He doesn't care that Maya needs it to live. Doctors even wrote letters to prove it. Mr. Hargrove just wants quiet streets, and he keeps sending Lila angry notices. Turn it off or pay fines, he says. Lila tries to explain, but he won't listen. She's already so tired fighting to keep Maya healthy, and now this. Lila's stress grows every day. She cries sometimes when she thinks Maya can't hear, hiding the bills under the table. The neighbors don't help much. Some look away, others nod at Mr. Hargrove's complaints. Maya sees it all from her window, quiet but watching. She feels bad for her mom, but her body is weak. All she has is her mind and her coding. For now, that's enough to keep her going, even as the HOA's shadow looms bigger over their little home. The HOA keeps sending warnings about Maya's noisy ventilator, but Lila can't pay the fines they demand. She's already spending everything on Maya's care. Mr. Hargrove doesn't care. He's tired of the complaints from neighbors who don't like the hum. One hot summer day during a terrible heat wave, the HOA makes a cruel move. They cut the power to Maya and Lila's house, saying it's because of unpaid fines for the noise. The lights go out, the air conditioner stops, and worst of all, Maya's ventilator shuts off in the middle of the night. Maya wakes up choking. She can't breathe. The machine that keeps her alive is silent, and the room is dark and hot. She tries to call for help, but her voice is weak. Lila hears her daughter's gasps and runs in, panicking. Sweat drips down her face as she fumbles with her phone to call 911. Please hurry. My daughter can't breathe, she cries. Maya's hands claw at the sheets, her eyes wide with fear. The heat makes it worse. Her frail body can't take it. Lila holds her, whispering, "Hang on, baby, help's coming," but her voice shakes. The paramedics burst in just in time. They hook Maya to a portable machine and rush her to the hospital. She survives, but barely. The doctor says it was too close. Another minute and she'd be gone. Back home, Maya's weaker than ever, her breathing shallow even with the ventilator back on. Lila's a mess, her eyes red from crying. She goes to the HOA office, begging Mr. Hargrove to turn the power back on. She almost died. Lila says, her voice breaking. Hargrove leans back in his chair, smirking. Rules are rules, he says coldly. Pay the fines and maybe we'll talk. Lila leaves, defeated, tears running down her face. That night, Lila sits by Maya's bed, holding her hand. She remembers the day Maya's dad left. Maya was 5, just diagnosed with her sickness. He couldn't handle it, packed a bag and walked out, leaving Lila alone with a sick kid and no help. She's been fighting ever since, working extra jobs, skipping meals to save money. Now this, people who could help but choose to hurt instead. Lila buries her face in her hands, sobbing quietly so Maya won't hear. She feels like she's failing her daughter. Maya lies there, awake but silent. She hears her mom's cries. Her body hurts and her chest feels tight, but something inside her hardens. The HOA almost killed her and Mr. Hargrove didn't care. She stares at her laptop across the room. She's weak, but her mind is sharp. They'll regret this, she thinks. They don't know who they're messing with. Maya lies in bed, too weak to move much after the hospital scare. Her body aches and the ventilator hums beside her, but her mind is on fire. She's angry, angrier than she's ever been. The HOA almost took her life and Mr. Hargrove just smiled about it. She can't fight with her fists, but she has something better, her brain. At night, when the house is quiet, she pulls her old, scratched-up laptop onto her lap. Her fingers shake, but she starts typing. She's going to make them pay. Maya knows computers better than anyone. She taught herself how to hack, sneaking into systems just to see if she could. Now she has a real target, the HOA. She breaks into their files, quiet as a shadow. It takes hours, but she finds gold, proof that Mr. Hargrove is stealing. He's been taking money from the HOA dues, the cash everyone pays, and using it to buy a fancy vacation home by the beach. Receipts, emails, bank records, she saves it all. She doesn't tell anyone yet. She's plotting, her face calm but her heart racing. Lila doesn't know what Maya's doing. Every night, she cries herself to sleep on the couch, exhausted from work and worry. She feels helpless, like she's losing the fight to keep Maya safe. She doesn't see the glow of the laptop screen from Maya's room or hear the soft clicks of the keys. Maya keeps it secret, turning her pain into power. She's tired of being this sick girl, everyone ignores or pities. This is her chance to strike back. The neighbors start talking. Some feel bad for Maya, whispering about the poor sick girl, who almost died. The HOA went too far, they say, over fences. But others agree with Hargrove. That noise is awful, they grumble. She should move. The split makes everything tense. People pick sides and the air feels heavy. Maya hears it all through her window, but she stays quiet. She's too busy working, digging deeper into the HOA's secrets. Her health gets worse though. The heat wave and the scare left her weaker. Her hands tremble more and sometimes she has to stop to catch her breath. Lila begs her to rest, but Maya shakes her head. I'm fine, she lies. Alone, she whispers to herself, they don't get to win. She's tired, sick and scared, but she won't stop. The laptop is her weapon and she's sharpening it every night. Hargrove thinks he's safe sitting in his big house. He has no idea what's coming. Maya's ready. She's been collecting dirt on the HOA for days and now it's time to strike. With her shaky hands, she uploads everything online. Emails, bank records, even recordings of Mr. Hargrove bragging about his stolen money. She posts it where everyone can see, this is what they did to me. The neighborhood explodes. People read about Hargrove stealing dues for his vacation home while cutting power to a sick girl's ventilator. Anger spreads fast. By morning, a crowd gathers outside Hargrove's house, shouting, holding signs, justice for Maya. The HOA panics and turns the power back on at Maya's house, but it's too late. Then comes the big twist. The HOA holds an emergency meeting, streaming it live to calm everyone down. Maya sees her chance. She hacks into the stream from her bed, her laptop flickering. Suddenly, her face appears on the screen, pale, tired, with the ventilator tube in her nose. Her voice is weak but clear. You cut my power. You almost killed me for silence. She coughs, struggling to speak. You didn't care if I died. The screen glitches as she pushes herself too hard. People watching start crying. Neighbors, strangers, everyone. They see her fighting to breathe, exposing the HOA's cruelty. It's raw, real, and heartbreaking. The meeting turns to chaos. Hargrove yells, cut the feed, but it's no use. Maya's words are everywhere. The crowd outside grows louder, banging on his door. Online, the video spreads like fire. Thousands share it, furious. The HOA board fires Hargrove that night, kicking him out in shame. Lawyers call Lila, saying they'll sue him for everything he's got. He's finished, his smug smile gone, his vacation home dreams crushed. The neighborhood that ignored Maya before now cheers her name. Power's back and the HOA's scrambling to fix their mess. But it costs Maya. Right after the hack, she collapses. Her ventilator beeps wildly as her eyes close. Lila screams, Maya, no, and dials 911 again. Paramedics rush her to the ICU, her small body limp. She pushed herself too far. Her health was already slipping and the stress broke her. Lila sits by her bed, holding her hand, praying. The doctor says it's bad. Maya's heart is weak from the strain. Outside, the protests keep going, people chanting for her, not knowing she's fighting for her life again. The victory is huge, but it's bittersweet. Maya beat the HOA, showed the world her strength, but now she's hanging on by a thread. Maya makes it through, but it's close. She stays in the ICU for days, her breathing weak, her body still. Lila never leaves her side, holding her hand, whispering, please stay with me. The doctors work hard and slowly Maya opens her eyes. She's alive but frail, thinner than before, her face pale. The news spreads fast and the neighborhood that once turned away starts to change. People feel guilty for ignoring her, for siding with the HOA. They want to help now, to fix what they let happen. The community comes together. Neighbors who never spoke to Lila before knock on the door with hot meals, lasagna, soup, bread. One man, a quiet guy who used to complain about the noise, starts a fundraiser. She deserves better, he says. They raise money fast, enough to buy a new ventilator, one that's silent so no one can ever bother Maya again. It arrives at the house, shiny and quiet, and Lila cries when she sees it. She hugs Maya gently, her voice soft. "You're my hero, baby." Maya smiles a little, too tired to speak, but her eyes shine. Back home, Maya rests in her room. She's still weak, stuck in bed most days, but her mind won't stop. Her old laptop sits on a table nearby, and one day she asks Lila to bring it over. Her hands shake as she types, slower than before, but she's got an idea. She starts coding a program, a tool for other disabled kids like her. It's simple, a way to report unfair treatment, find help, and fight back. She works on it every day, even when she's dizzy or her chest hurts. It's her way of turning everything she went through into something good. In the final moment, Maya sits propped up with pillows, the room dim. The new ventilator hums so soft you barely hear it. Her fingers move across the keys, finishing the program. She types a message on the screen, "They can't silence us." A faint smile crosses her face, small but real. She's not the weak girl they thought she was. The screen fades to black, her words glowing, a promise to keep going. Outside, the neighborhood is quiet now, but it's a different quiet, one of respect, not rules. Lila watches from the doorway, tears in her eyes. She's proud and scared all at once. Maya's fight woke everyone up, showed them a kid could roar louder than they ever imagined. It's not loud or flashy, but it's a victory, a quiet one built from pain, hope, and a girl who wouldn't give up.